is olive oil healthy?
So olive oil is different, right? Olive oil is not refined, bleached, and deodorized. It's generally pressed. So if you've ever seen how olive oil is made, they take the olives and they just take a press and they basically squeeze the olive oil out. This is what's called cold pressing. That's much healthier. The problem with olive oil and avocado oil is you have to know the quality. So this is a piece of content that I'm going to release soon. But there was another analysis. They looked at the phthalates. So this is another type of endocrine disruptor in fragrances. So you walk into a room, you see the plug-in in the corner, the Glade plugins. It makes me freak out. I like throw the thing outside the Airbnb. That's phthalates. You know, you go into a car and you see the little thing hanging in the rearview mirror, the little the fragrant trees that's like my worst nightmare in an Uber when there's like 5 of the trees and you get out of the car smelling like the car because those phthalates carry the fragrance and they stick to your skin and they stick to your clothes. Well, those phthalates are endocrine disruptors. But if you look at olive and avocado oils, many of them had very high levels of the phthalates in them too. So you have to be really careful with the quality of the oil.
Are you also supposed to look for single origin on these? Because sometimes they're cut with other oils and stuff.
And seed oil. So it gets to be kind of cumbersome, but I think olive oil can be a much healthier choice for an oil than a corn, canola, sunflower, safflower, the obvious seed oils. But you want organic, you want in glass.
Yes, you have to buy the olive oil in glass. So many of them are in these like plastic containers.
And all of these endocrine disrupting chemicals from the plastic leach into the oil because they're both sort of lipophilic. And then you want it to be single source because a single source olive oil is much less likely to be cut with a seed oil. Many olive oils are cut with seed oils. And now we know, as if it weren't hard enough already, that the oils also contain these phthalates. So some of them, I think it's a Consumer Reports issue that I can link to, or I can send you the link to. You can see the levels of these phthalates. So basically olive oils can be good, but you have to know, are they high in phthalates? And there are some that are much lower and some that are very high.
So is it kind of one of those things of like with olive oil, you get what you pay for? Like you might—
Not necessarily.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like spend a ton.
You don't necessarily have to spend a ton. It's probably essentially the same cost for a good versus a poor olive oil. So we were in Sprouts yesterday actually planning this YouTube and this reel out, and we were looking at avocado oils also. And there's one avocado oil, it's the Madhava, M-A-D-H-A-V-A, that had a huge amount of phthalates in it. And it had like 50,000 parts per billion of phthalates, which is a large number relative to what other avocado oils had. So yes, an avocado oil is kind of like an olive oil. It's better than a seed oil. But when you're doing all those things, it's important to know like, okay, even the olive oils and avocado oils can be contaminated with endocrine disrupting chemicals. So just go the one little step for yourself and your family and educate yourself and say, okay, this test was done. And this one is lower in these phthalates if I'm going to use it. The other thing that I'll add is just an asterisk on the conversation with olive and avocado is I don't think they should be heated. These are essentially salad dressing oils or just topping oils. If you want to put it on whatever, like a snack or something, people put it on like bruschetta or something, you know, that's a topping oil. These oils are less stable at heat than an animal fat, which is more highly saturated.
So what should we be cooking in instead?
So I think that tallow is probably the best thing to cook in. Butter is okay, but it will burn because of the milk solids. That's where you get into ghee. If the milk solids have been removed, it's going to burn at a lower temperature, at a higher temperature. So the idea here is the more saturated the oil is, the more stable it is for cooking.
Okay.
That's what you want.